guys, it's Tali and welcome back to my corner of the internet. This week we are doing a 24-hour straight readathon with Anthony, my partner. His channel will be down below. It's Dev Zombie Jr. He mostly does gaming, but he'll also start doing books this week. So today I've got a bit of ambitious TBR. His is much bigger than mine. But I am going to try and cut down on what you guys might see on my reading list on Goodreads. It's quite embarrassing. Some of them have been there since last year because I've just got distracted by other things. So I'll go through my books and then Ant will go through his and we'll just do it from there.
Yeah.
So the first one for me is Gleanings. This is the short story collection I started reading in February and then dropped when we went to Japan just because I didn't take any physical books with me. I'm about 170 pages through this. It's the novella short story collection to the Arc of the Scythe trilogy. And this is the third book in the Montague siblings trilogy called The Nobleman's Guide to Scandal and Shipwrecks. I love the first one. The second one was a bit of a mess, so I'm interested to see I think he was like 17 to 20 years younger sibling than the first protagonist, Monty. The third book is the longest one that's been on my Goodreads TBR. It's the Tales of the Shadowhunter Academy. I'm sure many people know this one. It is, I think it was the original short story collection that came out for the Mortal Instruments series / Cassandra Clare's like Shadowhunter universe. I think I've read, God, I don't even know, 260 pages of like 600. I've picked this up like a few times on and off, read one story and then dropped it. So it mostly follows Simon, who is the best friend to Clary, the main protagonist in the Mortal Instruments, so City of Bones. And after this one, I can finally start the Dark Artificers because I'm following a particular like series / reading order for Shadowhunter universe, so I don't get spoiled. I really need to get this one done. It is huge, but then the next ones I don't know if they're going to be a problem because they're like 800 pages as well. The final physical book is The True Bastards. This one I started, but I'm gonna restart because I was only like a chapter in. Is the second one in the Grey Bastards. I think it's a trilogy. The first one I read in December or November and absolutely loved. And I basically just want to continue this and hopefully finish it. These are a lot of like fantasy books except for Nobleman's Guide. The final book is a booktube, book talk popular one at the moment, which is Babel by R.F. Kuang. I am 5% through this on my tablet, so hopefully I can finish that, but probably not since it's like 700 pages. Anthony's just going to quickly list off the books he's reading for the video. And then if you want a more in-depth one for him, it'll be on his channel. There you go, off you go.
So personally, I read rarely, but I've decided to just bring out all the stops and go through my collection of one of my favorite authors / artists, Junji Ito, which fantastic if you love horror and manga. Although, it's not fantastic when you own all of them and haven't read them.
All the ones currently in English.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
except for like 2.
That's how you burn yourself out from books. So I'm gonna do that. This is Love Sickness. It's a story collection from Junji Ito. It's one of the more recent, however not his most recent. Although that doesn't change the fact that I still haven't read it. Second and thirdly are Smashed and Shiver, 2 other short story collections by Junji Ito, which are the actual first 2 books I ever bought of his. However, proceeded not to read as Frankenstein was much more interesting at the time, I would say. Yeah.
Sensor, which I think I bought him actually.
I believe it was around my...
It was around Christmas.
Was that around
I
Christmas?
bought that, yeah.
And it's a full story of something. Basically, some sort of creature has presumably made / allured someone into their grasp, and it's following that. No longer human. A adaptation from Junji Ito that was originally made by, I believe, Osamu Dazai. Osamu Dazai, which is a, I believe, Japanese classic to some degree that I don't particularly know anything about. However, being that it was a Junji Ito adaptation and my problem persists, I own it.
But I have not read.
Have not, no.
We should do a shame video for you.
That would be just as bad as a shame video for everything else. And then 2 more stories, of which one is a short story collection, which is Fragments of Horror. It is some of his classic, originals, sort of thrown together. And Remina, which is a story of a planet that emerges inside or from a wormhole in space-time, and the discovery kind of is a problem because Earth isn't prepared for that. And then
the big one.
And then the big 3, which anybody that knows Junji Ito would know, as they are heralded as his best and or most horrific, depending on how you like to look at them. And that would be Tomi Uzumaki and Gyo, the main trilogy, although they are backwards because
they are huge.
There's some heft. There's, that's like my head.
That's
like my head. Yeah, that's about them. Yeah. However, of course, it's manga, so it's not too much of an issue.
Oh, fuck you.
We'll
He's gonna have a much easier time of finishing his TBR for this video than I am.
Don't bet on it.
We're also waiting for 2 more books of mine to arrive. I literally forgot to mention that. Shadow and Bone, book 2 and 3 are coming. And I've interrupted you.
You have, yeah.
Oh well. Yeah, these are the more horrific ones.
Goes about something rotten. You ever think about fearing spirals? Read Uzumaki. I don't know why, but do it. And how do you like immortality and resurrection? How do you like being murdered and coming back? Tomi. I don't know what else you want from me.
Oh god, okay. Was there... He's very, uncomfortable. Wait. Our girls are also SPAC at the moment, so you will hear them just doing the absolute zoomies. Seiji and Toto. You've seen them on my channel in the book organization video. You met them both. They're both babies, and they're both insane. So, they will be tackling each other. It is currently about 12 o'clock. So we're gonna do the traditional method of 24 hours straight. See how much we can read, and then probably crash tomorrow night.
It's a good thing the fridge is full of energy drinks.
So yeah, that's about it. I think I'm gonna start with... Oi!
You got something to say? What are you reading?
I am gonna start with Gleanings, and I think Anthony's gonna start with one of the shorter ones.
I am probably going to start with Blowing Minnows. Probably Fragments of Horror. Just as that is one of the shortest ones, and it currently holds my interest the most at the moment.
Okay. Let's go. Hour 1.
Fun.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to film your intro?
Woke up from a little nap. We slept from about 4 to I think it's 10 now. I'm currently 340 pages into the Scythe Gleanings book, and Anthony has finished 3.5 of the Jinjito short stories, or shorter books. I think it was Remina, The Fragments of Dying, and what was the other one, Anthony? The first one. No. Yeah, blank. We finished listening to the audiobook of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy as well, so that is officially book number 1 for me, and book number 4 for Anthony. You steal Mummy's chair, or resting spot. Yeah. These girls last night took the entire bed from my side, and now Tori snuck back in while I left to get a drink. You're so naughty. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. And happy birthday to Dada. Blah. This was a 3.5 to 4-star book. I really enjoyed some of the short stories, include Never Work with Animals, which was hilarious, and Martian Minute. Some of them fell a little bit short, including, I think it was the second last one I just really didn't enjoy. Can't remember the name. A Chance to Glean. That one just didn't really sit with me or like resonate at all. I think I've just come back from a break. We had some repairmen here to do some renovation stuff. So I'm going to start Siege and Storm, which is book 2 of the Grisha trilogy, I think, or it's part of the Grishaverse. I don't know the actual trilogy name, but it's following Shadow and Bone. Very excited. Won't talk about the plot in this one just for spoilers' sake, but the first one follows Alina Starkov, who is a mapmaker, an orphan, and then right at the beginning of the book you find out that she's a sun summoner, and so she is sort of thrown into a world of like
magic and politics and so many people trying to kill her. She's also got her best friend Mal with her. He is a soldier. And yeah, they basically grew up together, and so you follow them as well through that story. But yeah, I'm excited to continue on with this one and see how we go. It's a little bit later. I've read a little bit of Siege and Storm. I'm going to admit defeat here. I'm very, very tired, and I think Ant is as well. He ended up finishing 5 of the Jinjito books. Shiva, Smashed, Remina, Fragments of Horror, and Censor. I'm just looking down. It's his birthday, so we're just gonna sort of have a chill afternoon now and rest. But yeah, I think I only ended up finishing 1 book, but I'm happy that I did that at least. I will probably try this one again when I have a little bit more time and less going on around me. I have work tomorrow, so that's kind of why I'm sort of like, I need to sleep because it's an early start. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to see more of this content, feel free to follow along. I'll probably release another book video next week. I'm gonna try and keep a schedule now of like every Friday or Saturday posting, so if you want to see more of me or more of my partner, feel free to follow us down below. Instagram and Goodreads will be linked as well.